For decades, people have dreamed of exploring space, and since the year 2000, there has been a continuous human presence in space. Recently, a new record was set. 17 people from 5 different countries were in Earth's orbit at the same time. The previous record, set in September 2021 during the privately funded Inspiration 4 mission, reached 14 people in orbit. Recently, 3 more astronauts arrived at China's Chang'e Space Station, joining 3 others who have been aboard since November 2022 and are expected to return to Earth in June. Meanwhile, 7 people remain on the International Space Station, while 4 astronauts returned aboard SpaceX's Crew Dragon, named Freedom, on May 30, 2023, leaving 13 people in orbit. The current record also includes the 600th person to enter Earth's orbit, Specialist Abari from the AX mission, who became the 600th space traveler and the first Saudi woman in space. But here's something even more exciting. The record for the most people in space at once was set recently, though it only lasted for about 5 minutes. During that short window, 20 people were off the planet. This occurred when 6 crew members from the Virgin Galactic Unity 25 mission entered space. At the same time as 3 Chinese astronauts aboard the Chang'e Space Station, alongside 11 astronauts aboard the ISS. The ISS has long hosted the majority of space travelers. It's the 3rd brightest object in the night sky and offers a service that lets you sign up to receive alerts. When the station is visible from your location, the ISS orbits the Earth at a speed of 5 miles per second and circles the planet every 90 minutes. It's also a true record breaker, being the largest human-made object in space, stretching 357 feet, about the length of a soccer field, and weighing 450 tons. It can host up to 8 spacecraft at once, and the station's working and living space is larger than a 6-bedroom house. Astronauts aboard the ISS enjoy 6 sleeping quarters, a gym, 2 bathrooms, and stunning 360-degree views from their special bay window. Living aboard the ISS involves some interesting challenges. Additionally, due to the cost of sending materials to space, astronauts throw away their clothes instead of washing them, as bringing just 1 pound of items to the ISS costs about $10,000. While sleeping, astronauts experience excellent air circulation to prevent carbon dioxide from building up and depriving them of oxygen. Many people think that astronauts in space experience zero gravity, but the reality is they experience microgravity, which means gravity is much weaker, at about 10 to 12% of what it is on Earth. Despite being in freefall, astronauts and objects aboard the ISS all fall together, giving the appearance of weightlessness. Space exploration is becoming increasingly ambitious. The ISS is just the beginning, as plans are in the works for missions to the Moon and Mars. In the next 25 years, experts predict that up to 20,000 people may leave Earth. But what would it take to colonize an entire star system? In 2002, anthropologist John Moore suggested that a spaceship carrying 150 passengers could journey to another star system over several thousand years, with descendants of the crew establishing settlements. However, recent studies argued that this number would need to be much higher, with at least 10,000 people wired for genetic diversity. A population of 40,000 would be even better to ensure long-term survival. While NASA is not yet ready to send humans to distant stars, private organizations are working on making interstellar travel possible within the next century. They hope to significantly increase propulsion speed, potentially reducing travel time between stars to just a few hundred years. Researchers believe that the success of such a mission would depend heavily on the size of the starting population, with larger populations ensuring sufficient genetic variation for long-term health. If this sparked your curiosity, like the video and share it with friends, or check out more videos on this fascinating topic and subscribe the channel.